What's up, everybody? I really want to focus this on the people in Minneapolis. I know what the news is saying. I know what social media is saying. To all the local residents, emphasize the reason of the protests in the event that the news is wrong, but they're not telling us the whole story. I've never seen protests, especially in multiple cities for the same cause, and the people were wrong. I understand there's a protest against ICE, some of the actions that they're showing where people are mad at ICE. We already have heard stories of what they've been doing that piss people off. I got that. My understanding, people are protesting ICE because of the people that they're detaining, who aren't necessarily the issue in society that people have been complaining about for the past 20, 30 years. I'll say that myself. I've got a problem with the family separations. I've got a problem with taking kids out of school, hospitals, kids and people, to hell with it. Taking them out of school, taking them out of hospital beds, taking them out of homes, sleep, separating families, and they're not the criminals. There's even stories of them going after regular citizens because they think they are those seeking asylum, for lack of a better term. Because, and I'm going to go ahead and say this, illegal aliens starting to become derogatory and it's starting to become disrespectful. Dre, what's good, cuz? I think we got an issue with them taking people out who aren't the criminals and their original purpose was the criminals. I get that. Appreciate the likes. I won't be up here long. I'm just doing a little something real quick. Big ups to you still, dog, for real. Big ups to you. I don't like what I'm seeing. I understand the protests. Most people protest because something was done wrong from law enforcement. I know what I was hearing. Spear was good before ICE started going around during the last administration. How they were coming in, they were taking over. You're in the good. Get at me, Spear. Get at me. Um, I understand the purpose of ICE during this administration. We're not seeing the results we thought that was going to happen, and I think that's what's going on with the protests. Fred Hadley, how you doing? This ain't good. Let's just nip this in the bud. This ain't good. Dre, you don't know about this. Something on another app. I'll holler at him later on. I know what he's talking about. No disrespect to you. I know exactly what he's talking about. Most people that protest against law enforcement doing something wrong against a majority of folks, even a minority of folks. When the situation's going left from its intentional purpose, we got issues like this. And it's the wintertime. It's Minneapolis and it's damn January. Coach, you what up? Nobody protests in the winter. This means shit's fucked up. Let's just go ahead and nip this in the bud, all right? Shut up, Coachy. Conservatives in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Coachy Pooh's a conservative. He's a liberal conservative. The president, the president is doing things, confusing people. And I'm going to go ahead and say this too. One of y'all jokers out there who has so much to say against our former president, going to say something about our current president because the behaviors are similar, doing that due to the fact that they're at the same age and having the same issues, concerns, habits, motions, mannerisms. And I said this was going to happen. And I notice how quiet people have gotten. Some of you opinionators suck. Commentators suck. Smack talkers suck. Trump is babbling right now. He never babbled. And we've been watching him talk for decades. Y'all need to go ahead and come clean. Y'all need to go ahead and come clean. Your opinions are controversial. You like to start a topic and have a conversation and then argue people about how wrong they are. I'm not falling for you right now. This is mine. You sit your ass down. Oh, God. That lady that got shot. Yo, this story is going to be crazy. I don't like what's going on with both sides. It's not looking good in her favor, in my opinion. In my opinion. I can be wrong, and that's fine. It's not looking good. Then we got the president going after multiple countries at the same time. I don't think I've ever seen this happen before. Some of you history pundits and Googlers and researchers and everything, when's the last time we had any one president go after so many countries without us necessarily being at war with anybody? Now, when he went after Iran, I understood that. No. I'm not bringing you up yet. No, sir. You got to hold off for this one. This one's my ramble. I ain't got time. I'm supposed to be doing something else in a minute. I'm not doing this with you. You just hold your horses. You calm your patootie. Bella Dolce e More. How are you? Made me get my accent all crossed up. Just went over. No, that's you. You let the ramble to your number one. You let the ramble to your other people give up. I'm good, man. I'm good to see you. The president he went after Iran, just went after Venezuela, and now there is talk of him going after Colombia, Cuba, and Greenland. Mind you, we just went at Syria, went at ISIS over there. Now, I will say this, and I'm going to say this. Syria's been an issue for a while. I know we had an issue with ISIS when Obama was in office. Yes, it's still going on, all right. There's no one in here but me. Yeah, right, of course. I'm the greatest, remember that. You may be the greatest host, I'm the greatest co-host. I'm also the best narrator. Our time will come. Going after ISIS, I'm not really tripping off of because there's been an issue over there based on what's been going on over there. I know what I've heard for the past decade. I can't say nothing against that. If you got a problem with some of the attacks that's going on with the current president, we got to realize how many gang and drug issues we've had over decades, and we didn't feel like enough was being done. I can't go against what he's doing entirely. I cannot. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, I cannot. There have been a lot of complaints about gangs and drugs in the United States, period. That in the story. Don't deny it. Stop playing. Don't deny it. Greenland, I think that is a move to increase our military strategy, defensively and offensively. I spoke on this at the beginning of his inauguration. I do think that. Is it being done properly? That I don't know. And I'm going to leave that up to the higher ups with their conversations and debates. He has spoken on more than one occasion that there is actually a statute where we can do what we want to do militarily without congressional approval if it interferes with an interest of the United States or it is a concern against the United States. Gangs and drugs are. Nuclear weapons are. An aspect of military posture, I understand. Anthony, how you doing? Caseface, how you doing? Greenland to be taken over without them being an issue, I have a concern with. I truly do. And as somebody who was former military, I'm like, come on. I don't think we can see any justifiable cause for going against Greenland. Greenland has not been a threat that I know of to the United States. I'm quite sure somebody's going to find something. I'm quite sure somebody's going to say something. The conspiracy theory at the time for right now, I will say, is they're going to Greenland for minerals, natural resources. Greenland has already told Trump, no, we're not doing this. This was last year. As of right now, I understand they're having conversations and talks. Cody, what's going on? I am not fully understanding what's going on, so I want to be careful with the words that I say. I just remember them saying no. And it is to my understanding, DeAndre, I am retired Air National Guard, which is a state branch of the Air Force. Pointless Abandon, how you doing? I did 20 years in the Air National Guard. I'm currently Civil Service Air Force. I'm an aircraft mechanic on F-15s. Oh, you just got out? Yeah, we got to holler for real, dog. You need to make that move to, you already know where you need to go. Don't get me started on that. I can't really do that up here. There are people who are talking about it and discussing it, but you know where you need to go. No disrespect and no shade. You already know what I'm talking about. Get your ass over there. You were security forces? Boy, stop. I was an augmentee for 6 years. Right after 9/11. I see you, Anthony. I appreciate it. I learned a lot with security forces. If anything, y'all taught me how to stay out of jail. I do appreciate that. I always will appreciate that. I got no problem rolling with the cops. SU, how you doing? Hungry Hubs, how are you doing? I've got no problem standing with security forces. I learned a lot. They taught me a lot. Some were dicks because they didn't want to hear from us. But the ones who were not are why I respect it. As with any and every demographic, employment status, group, or whatever, you're going to hear things about people. But let me tell you something. When you meet folks who are not a problem, who will show you, who will help you, Painted Black, how you doing? Mars, how you doing? People who will work with you and teach you how to get to their level, you're going to respect where you're at, which is why I try to treat people the way that I do when I'm at work. I'm going to bring you to my level so you're my equal. You're damn right. Biggest security forces. The moves of the president right now, very concerning. The money moves, people are understanding. My question is it going to cost us in the long run right now? Because people are not happy with the decisions that he's making. We're seeing videos where people are celebrating what he's doing. They feel the benefits of what he's doing. But we all understand politics. And if you're not old enough, you need to get to a point where you realize this president's going to do something. The next president may counter it or put things back in place, i.e. the last presidency from the previous presidency to that. It went back and forth. And now we're going back again. Appreciate the likes over there. Thank you all. If you're dropping gifts, I don't see them. I apologize. I'm using TikTok Studio. I'm trying to work this. I do see the likes. I'm not seeing the gifts. So if you're dropping any, I do appreciate it. I didn't put a wish list up there this time. I normally have one up there. If you see it, cool. I always look for the likes, the shares. I can worry about the money later. I'm not going to turn the money down, but ladies and gentlemen, please do not get broke supporting me. Please don't. I can't turn down any money. I don't want you getting broke, trying to be there for me, trying to do for me. I got friends out here that need help. Trust me, I stay hungry. I stay needing gas money. Just don't empty your pockets in my favor. I don't want to turn down any money, but I don't want to break you. I'll let you know when something's hitting. And I'm at that point right now where something's hitting, but I'm making it. Trust me. Do what you can. Just don't get broke. And I thank you, thank you, thank you. Biggest thing I look for is likes, shares, followers, and we all support each other. Most of you know I scroll social media every day, all day, and I try to at least say what's up to people, let you know the notification got out and somebody sees what you're doing, even though if I don't stick around. You need acknowledgement. Cuba, I understand because they had nukes and they were communists. And China and Russia, I think, still got ties down there, which makes them very close. And China's been sitting off of the coast for a while. We've been hearing about that on the news. If you don't watch the news, start. Nard Marion, how you doing? Colombia, drugs. There's no question. Drugs. My God. Greenland, I'm still going to have a concern with. Syria, okay, I already talked about that. Let me see what else is on another channel. And I'm taking a lot of the criticisms out against the president and or in favor of the president. I'm looking at, thank you for the gifts. Okay, I do see gifts. I do see the one crazy MS. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do see the gifts. I appreciate that. What else? ISIS, Syria, we know about that. Colombia, Venezuela, we know about that. Cuba, we know about that. Green is the biggest concern. I'm not necessarily in favor of this entirely. I'm not. But you know what? We're going to take it for what it is. And quite frankly, this is what y'all voted for. I'm going to say y'all on purpose. I didn't want us to go to war. You're talking to somebody who's been to war. I was in Operation Iraqi Freedom when it started. I was over there. There were a lot of us over there. All branches, multiple countries. Joe Dirt, what's happening? Yeah, we're not even. If we got to, we got to. And there are countries out there who are a concern against our interests and our safety. This is true. So I'm very skeptical. You did 20 years, you can't say nothing. Yeah, but you know what, DeAndre? You still got jokers who got something to say. And they asked to barely finish one enlistment. I did 4 and change. 3 and change. I was on 6-year enlistments. And I'm currently civil service right now, so I literally got 30 years under my belt with no break of service. I'm not going to say I know any and everything, but I've been consistent with the Air Force for 30 years. I will highly encourage you, even though you got out, find a way to stay connected, get back in, and work to your retirement age so you'll be secure as a senior citizen. Because if I haven't learned anything from senior citizens in my 20s, when you retire with money, you better make sure that money you got is enough. Because Social Security ain't cutting it for a lot of people. Ask your elders, ask people around you who are older. They will tell you. They've been telling me for 30 years. John Ski was good. What else is happening? I got hurt, so I had to get. Yeah, it's medical. I understand that. I'm trying to see what's going on current event wise that is redundant. They're still talking about the non-residentials in Minneapolis and Minnesota with the daycares and all that. Yeah, I need some more on that story. We really need to talk to some Minneapolis folks. We need some truth from that area. Damn the news. No disrespect to the news. I know the stories they're getting, but the stories get edited. We need to talk to the locals up there. I need to hear what they got to say. Security forces are kind of low-key regret choosing their career field. I would chose something else. Honestly, Dre, most people who go in, especially when you go active, they're going to put you where they need you. When I joined the National Guard, I asked them what jobs were open and then where did they need me. Son Johnson, how you doing? I joined as a hydraulic mechanic and then switched over to a fuel systems mechanic. Aircraft maintenance. I never thought afterwards I would still be in this career field, full-time employed. I never did. Ground transportation is still open. Go look at civil service. I don't know where you at, but go look at being civil service with your record, dog. Please. I'll say this is doing you a favor. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate the shares. Okay, these notifications are strong. Howard 2025 was good. Yeah, these notifications are good. I want to thank y'all for this. The new healthcare plan, what he originally wanted to do was make it to where we could choose whatever healthcare plan we wanted instead of being stuck with only specific options. I can't knock him for that, but apparently it's going to cost more. So we have to be careful with those decisions. The $2,000 checks that everybody was looking for, apparently there's a backslide against it, even though I don't think he's in control. Keep your eyes on that. What else? Oh my God. I did see they made a profit off of some of that oil money from Venezuela. Today, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't. You all keep your eyes on that as well. Let me go ahead and start some regular craziness. Avengers Doomsday. You all are going to see my profile pic. I did it sort of like a meme because everybody was doing the Doomsday memes. I think they're hilarious. I've made 2. I'm going to probably make a couple more. I actually met somebody who didn't know what it meant. I kind of side-eyed them because how are you anywhere out in the world and you don't know what's going on? How you on the internet, you don't know what's going on, but okay. So my profile pic is sort of like a meme. I'll be coming up with a couple of others later as the time goes on. I'm waiting for that movie. The trailers are killing me. I'm losing my mind. I ain't going to lie. I want to see this. Blair was good. That's all I got. Sports-wise, we know Tomlin stepped down. John Harbaugh is now the new coach of the New York Giants. Okay. I can't be mad about that. I know Raheem Morris was fired from the Atlanta Falcons. Last I saw, he had an interview with the Titans. Cool. Tomlin can't coach anywhere for the next year and a half, I think it is. Which is crazy as long as he ain't losing no money. Damn it, Mike. After 19 years, go and take a vacation. Put your feet up, relax, go chill with the family, go see the rest of your family, all that good stuff. Go enjoy yourself. You have the comfortability of knowing you're still getting paid, even though you get to be yourself and not do the work that's required, or at least stress yourself out the way you have been. Who do I think is going to win the Super Bowl? I'm not sure. We got Seattle and the 49ers this week. And then let me look at these games. Hold on. because I'm supposed to do a roundtable with the fellas later on. But I could talk a little bit of my junk now. Welcome back, Belladocio Amore. Bills Broncos. I'm taking the Bills. 49 Seahawks. Taking the Seahawks. Let it be known, Sam Darnold has a injury. I did see that, something with his abs or abdominal area. That may be a factor. And the 49ers don't have Kittle. They've also got a couple of other injuries. I'm still going to say the Seahawks. Texans Patriots. I'm going to take the Texans because of their defense. The Patriots looked real strong last week. They really did. I just can't stand them. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. So this game is a bit of a flux to me. The Patriots got enough to beat the Texans. The Texans got one of the best defenses, if not top 5 defense in the NFL. But they do not have a history of winning more than a wild card game. They don't. This is really in the Patriots' favor. I kind of want to pull for the Texans. Rams, Bears. I'm taking the Bears. The Bears have been one of the more surprising teams of the season. I had no enthusiasm on their offense, and they're 11-6. Best record. Well, had one of the strongest runs in the NFC. Period. Shout out to the Bears. My God. The Rams got enough to beat them, but that Bears defense is no joke. This dude said Patriots winning it all. Oh, Jesus. No, y'all got to get past Buffalo. You all have to get past Buffalo. There's nothing stopping Buffalo from getting to the Super Bowl. With that team that they have, with that roster they got, nothing is stopping Buffalo Bills get to the Super Bowl. The fuck outdoors. What's happening? The other games, yeah, that's it. That's it. I kind of want to say, Anthony, the Bears should be going, but I think the Seahawks will be in there. And the Bills should be going for the AFC. I don't know who else should be in their way. So I want to kind of call Bears, Bills, Super Bowl. But Seattle is a huge factor to me. Truly is. What else? That's it for me for the most part. I'm good. The Bears, yeah. I'm good. Basketball season, I'm not really watching it yet. Once football's over, I can focus on a little bit more. College basketball, no. Too many damn teams. I'm not even going to do that. Kuminga is requesting a trade from the Warriors. I did see that. Still a lot of criticism against LeBron. Geno Smith might finally get a ring. Gene Smith, maybe. Drew Johnson was good. What else? TikTok cut off my broadcast when I was doing my music the other night. I get it. I'm going to start bringing the music, or at least putting a lot of music over here. They're not allowing it like they used to. Even though I do see other people playing it, they cut mine off. Indiana, Miami. I want to say Miami, DeAndre. Indiana has no national championship history. I got to say Miami. Even though Indiana looks strong, I got to say Miami. Jesus. I got to. But we're going to see how it goes. Who else? I got nothing else sports-wise, news-wise. The controversial topic as to why these wars are happening is an avoidance on recent information being released that people have been requesting. I'm seeing a lot of that as well. I am still seeing a lot of information going out against a certain situation we had a few years ago that was the biggest thing in the world. There's a lot of backlash against it right now. And I do know that there's a fight against what they've had everybody to do, the standards that we had to follow, the recommendations we had to take heed to, and the lives that were cost. You all know what I'm talking about. Other than that, biggest thing I tell everybody, pay attention to what's going on. I tend to rely on the reliable sources over the independent and the opinionated because of how much information has to be verified before they put it out there. Even though it has to be edited, it does still have to be verified. I'll sit back and wait for the fellow to pop up. You may see me on Twitch or YouTube later on. Yeah, it should be one of those two. Follow my Twitch, TONYTON72. Follow my YouTube, TONYD7444. I got a link tree, TonyD.original. Please follow my YouTube, my Twitch, my Twitter, my Rumble, my Mixcloud. I'm trying to get those numbers up. My Mixcloud has all of my music broadcast audio. Rumble has all of my broadcast audio and conversations over the past couple of years. I just request everybody check it out. Let me know what you think. I try to jam out people. I talk fantasy football, even though that season's over. I'm doing it for the past couple of years. I do current events with the fellas. Appreciate you, DeAndre. Thank you. Let me see where you at. Yeah, it didn't pop up yet. No, I'm not on True Social, Anthony. No, I'm going to do Rumble. I'm not going to do True Social. Rumble might be the last one. And Rumble set up sort of like how Haps was. Rumble's a good thing. Shout out to Fireman Rich for putting me on the Rumble. Yeah, I'm good with Rumble. But definitely for a lot of the conversations that I had, a lot of the broadcasts that I do, the way that I do things, my music broadcasts, I definitely have fun doing those. Y'all check me out. I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for being here. I'll try to grab something that you can get ready for bed soon, because if they don't come up within the next hour, I'm turning in. So, Anthony, appreciate you. DeAndre, appreciate you. Bella Dolce Amore, thank you for coming through. Coach, I appreciate you. Who else? I think that's it. I'm going to shut this down. Thanks again. You all will see me again soon. Don't worry. I know I got to work tomorrow. Yeah, True Social's like Twitter, but it's owned by Trump. I know. I didn't go over there. Everything is straight Trump biased. I'm not. I can give him his credit, but I'm also going to give him his criticism. I am. Sparkler 945, appreciate you. Thank you for the follow, man. You'll see me again. I'm going to leave this up. Actually, I'm going to put this back up there when it downloads and everything. So you'll see it on my profile. Definitely check me out. A lot of what I've done, how I come across, some of the current events, all of that good stuff. But I'm going to chat with you all later, all right? Y'all be good. Peace.